like to thank the organizers of this nice event, the beautiful people from Sultans Trail, and of course our hosts from the Faculty of Philosophy in Niš, which were so kind to us, and it was nice to be at the university once again. So I'm here to represent the National Tourism Organization of Serbia, where I'm working for many years. Actually, I didn't write all those brochures, but I was the editor of those, thinking about how to present the cultural heritage of Serbia to very diverse, people, meaning children and younger and older, and professors and so to say educated and so on. So I would like to say that this year, recently in October, I had the opportunity to participate at the annual forum of European Institute of Cultural Roots of the Council of Europe program in Turkey. And the theme of this year's forum was Culture, Root and Landscapes, Advancing Heritage Protection through Cultural and Sustainable Tourism. That was an outstanding event that I attended for the first time, which I'm sure is not a reason for such an impression of mine. And listening to all those stories of my predecessors today, I'm thinking how my will to share with you my impressions from that event was right, because many of you mentioned in different ways, in different topics, the important things that I heard there. So what was my impression, what are my impressions from the forum are those: that cultural roots are no longer just paths connecting diverse cultural heritage. They're a motivating factor. They influence the development of sometimes neglected segments of the tourism offer. From, for example, abandoned villages, the roots create an incredibly attractive place to visit. So thereby, roots contribute to sustainability. From competitive tours, roots create a symbiosis, thereby contributing to the connection of sites across multiple cultural routes. From sites attractive only to the experts, art historians, archaeologists, the roots create a place appealing to a large number of visitors. Thereby, roots contribute to the combination of conservation, restoration, interpretation, economy. So they turn rarely visited cultural monuments into places that generate income for the entire destination, contributing to the local community. So this was the event where people shared the ideas, guidelines for transformation practices, innovative approaches. I was there from the National Tourism Organization, as well as my dear colleagues from the Ministry of Culture and representatives of the cultural route Roman Emperors and Danube Wine route, as well as Transromanica, which are two routes present in Serbia these days. So I'm working in National Tourism Organization, promoting cultural heritage, cultural routes, cultural tourism general, and all those topics are just one of the tourism products of offer of tourism of Serbia, which are the main job of organization where I worked. So we are actually promoting the tourism of Serbia in country and abroad. Yes, I'm not dealing with my presentation, sorry. Oh, sorry, that is me, of course. I forgot about the presentation. Oh, and we worked so long for, so this is small Serbia in the Europe. This picture is intended to invite you to explain maybe to those that doesn't know. I mean, all of you know, of course, where is Serbia, because you are in that topic of tourism and culture, so of course. But there are many that doesn't know. So this is the idea about the forum, and the idea that there is 49 cultural routes of the Council of Europe at this moment. And just today I spoke to my dear colleague Smiljana Novičić from the tourism agency Robinson, and he mentioned that 10 years, for example, ago, he was at a very important meeting of Institute of Cultural Roots, where at that moment there were, for example, 10 or 15 cultural routes present, and now there are 49, and some of them are just connecting those places in academic way, and some are very developed, very well developed as tourism, with the tourism offer. And in Serbia at this moment we have, we don't have, but we are on the 8 cultural routes, and that is the situation which is changeable, and it doesn't depend from National Tourism Organization, of course. So this is about why are routes important for us, and why are we actually why was important for me to be there at that annual forum, to hear new stories, new ideas, and why, I mean, we all know why roots are so important, and you are also culture root, European culture root, probably with the idea to get that, oh sorry, kako se beše, that stamp of European culture root of the Council of Europe. So yes, what I mentioned before is that Serbia at this moment is on 8 culture routes, and sometimes there are different reasons why we are not anymore, why we exit certain route. For example, until just recently we were also part of the Jewish heritage culture routes, but participation in these routes is a sign of connection with cultures and heritage of other European countries. The first moment when I started working more on cultural roots was the moment when I was preparing the brochure about the promotion of cultural heritage adventures of the spirit in 2011, and then from that moment we are promoting cultural roots almost in every brochure or brochures of general offer and cultural tourism. So I would like to read you the intro from that brochure, because I like how my colleague described the cultural roots. Discover Serbia by following the traces of great European adventures from different eras. Following Romanesque influences, you will reach the monasteries of the famous Raška school, while the Art Nouveau style will lead you to Subotica in the north, just like you mentioned a few minutes ago. On the roads through time, you move from ancient heritage and Roman emperors through Jewish influences, all the way to recent history written along the line of former Iron Curtain Trail. The industrial heritage will remind you how time changed with the development of technology, and the cemetery's route how time stopped, preserving the memory of cultural aspirations and distinguished figures of a certain community. Shared experiences, culture, and history are corridors that reveal the strongest and deepest connections. So I will just now mention the routes that we are now present on. This is the Art Nouveau route, so of course the city of Subotica on the north of our country, with the synagogue, Reich Palace, City Hall, and other buildings. Then European cemeteries route, where we have just a new cemetery in Belgrade. And it is nice, it is very unusual for people. I think that many people, mostly people in Belgrade, don't have a clue about it. Even that they have on the main entrance to the cemetery, they have big printed sentences, "We are open museum." So, but I think nobody sees that, because they are entering the graveyard, and it is not so common in our country to visit graveyard otherwise that you are going for some sad occasion. Even we know that there are cafes somewhere in Berlin or wherever. So then it's Iron Curtain Trail. That's a route also called cycling route Eurovelo 13. It goes by the border between Serbia and Romania, connecting many sites. Since it's a cycling route, it connects sites connecting nature and culture, and it is very visited because it's cycling route. Then European route of industrial heritage, which was actually started, so to say. We entered the route with the route of Nikola Tesla, our famous scientist. So the Museum of Nikola Tesla, where all the his literary legacy, thank you, legacy is kept there, which is on UNESCO site, as well small power plant built on at the beginning of 20th century, according to his knowledge. So just a few years after the Niagara. And then Roman emperors and the Danube wine route, which connects sites from the ancient Roman period and wineries. It is very well developed and very visited one, and good promoted one. Then Transromanica, which connects the places with Romanesque art. And here, yes, I forgot to tell you that on the Danube wine route there is Gamzigrad also, Felix Romuliano, which is on UNESCO World Heritage List, Sirmium, and so on. And on Transromanica there are 5 monasteries. We are there as a country, member as a country, and 3 of those 5 are on UNESCO World Cultural Heritage List, Studenica, Sopoćani, and Đurđevi Stupovi monasteries in Serbia. And then Atrium, or the route of architecture of totalitarian regimes. It's just one city, small city on the southern part, in the southern part of Serbia, Dimitrovgrad, with few buildings like elementary school, culture center, and few others not mentioned here. And the women writers route, connecting Isidora Sekulić, Desanka Maksimović, Jelena Dimitrijević, which were very important women writers from the beginning of the 20th century, maybe liberal ones for that time, or whatever reasons, other reasons for connecting them. I'm working in National Tourism Organization of Serbia, so for us the connection and connecting all the time, or even more and more, with institutions, cultural institutions, is very important, because if we are not working together, it's hard to deal with the promotion of culture. So we work together with government and not governmental institutions in preparing of promotional videos, spots, brochures. We present our country on fairs, conferences, and so on, media posts, website, newsletter, and whatever. We promote culture routes of Council of Europe, respecting the principles of cultural diversity, which represent a broader understanding of cultural heritage, thus becoming a path to establishing a better understanding of one's own past and future within the community of European peoples. Many years before, we used to present mostly, I must admit that, mostly our medieval monasteries, or monasteries from the 15th and 16th century and later Baroque and so on. And we are mostly recognized as the country of monasteries, mostly. But we decided that that's not the only one that should be only topic that should be, not topic, but we should present more also the Catholic churches, also the mosques, also all the tradition that we have from the Ottoman period, also the Jewish heritage also. So we present everything, as well as UNESCO heritage. I'm sorry, I didn't bring some brochures, I should, but you can find our brochures on the website, and I would like you to visit them and to maybe, if you have time, to see more about it. So we don't support culture roots just through direct promotion. That often involves consultations, meetings about programs in newly opened visitor centers at sites, the content of souvenir shops, participation in European projects. In recent years, cultural institutions have viewed tourism more positively, increasingly seeing it as a sector that can contribute to the promotion and sustainable development of Serbia's cultural and historical heritage. In this sense, a greater number of visitors to sites, monasteries and museums should be seen as an opportunity for financial support for the future development of Serbia's cultural wealth, and thus the promotion of Serbia as a European country with an exceptionally rich cultural heritage. Yes, about the promotion. Regardless of the various everyday situations we are exposed to in this area, our task is to adhere to the enduring values and the cultural and historical heritage, as well as the cultural roots of the Council of Europe, mostly certainly represent enduring values. So I thank you for your attention.